The sun rises over the majestic city of Susa, capital of the Persian Empire. Inside its towering palace walls lives a young woman whose courage will soon change the fate of a nation. Esther, a Jewish orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai. By a twist of destiny, Esther, beautiful, humble, and wise, is chosen to be queen to King Ahasuerus, also known as Xerxes. But in the opulence of the palace, she keeps one secret: her true identity as a Jew. Not far away, a dark plot brews. Haman, the king's powerful advisor, burns with hatred for Mordecai because Mordecai refused to bow before him. In vengeance, Haman devises a horrifying decree. On a single day, every Jew in the empire shall be destroyed. The king, unaware of what this truly means, seals the decree with his ring. And just like that, the clock begins to tick toward genocide. When Mordecai learns of it, he tears his clothes in mourning and sends a desperate message to Queen Esther. Do not think you will escape in the king's house. Who knows if you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? But Esther trembles, because approaching the king without being summoned is punishable by death, even for the queen. The law is clear: enter uninvited, and you die, unless the king extends his golden scepter. Still, she makes her decision. With resolve shining through her fear, she sends word: "Go, gather all the Jews in Susa. Fast with me 3 days and 3 nights. I and my maidens will fast also. Then I will go to the king, and if I perish, I perish." 3 days later, dressed in royal robes, Esther walks toward the throne room. The vast hall is silent as she steps across the marble floor, each echo a heartbeat. The king's eyes fix on her. Time freezes. Then, slowly, he extends a golden scepter. She lives. But Esther doesn't reveal her request immediately. With wisdom and patience, she invites the king and Haman to 2 private banquets. At the second, she finally speaks the truth. "O king, if I found favor in your sight, spare my life and the lives of my people, for we have been sold to be destroyed." The king, enraged, demands, "Who is he, and where is he? Who would dare do this thing?" Esther points. The adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman. In shock and fury, the king storms out. When he returns and sees Haman begging for mercy, he orders his execution on the very gallows Haman had built for Mordecai. Soon after, a new decree is issued. The Jews are given the right to defend themselves, and when the appointed day comes, their enemies fall, not them. The day that was meant for destruction becomes a day of victory, celebrated forever as the Feast of Purim, the day God turned mourning into joy. And Queen Esther's name lives on, as the woman who risked her crown, her comfort, and her life to save her people. From this story, we learn that true bravery often means acting despite fear. You may be placed where you are for such a time as this. Spiritual preparation through activities like praying and fasting prepares you for victory. Evil plots can turn back upon their makers.